Hey there, it's Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I am going to be walking you through how I style my hair. I definitely kind of have a few different ways that I go about creating waves. Today, I'm mainly focusing on showing you these waves, which I'd say are like my most polished waves. I have a way that I do my waves that doesn't require any heat, that I've been doing for a long time. And then sometimes I will skip the blow dry step that I'm showing in this video. But the blow drying really helps create more uniformity like this, more polished look. I think the times I've gotten the most comments in terms of curiosity about my hair have been when I've done like the full routine. So after I have washed and conditioned my hair, I will put in like a leave-in treatment right away. I have been kind of switching back and forth between these two. The Kristin S leave-in conditioner, this is really nice. It's very affordable. It shines, it strengthens, it softens, just helps with detangling. Today I used the Verb leave-in mist. I've gone through a few travel sizes and I eventually went and got the big size. This actually will last you quite a long time because you don't need too much product. This is a detangling, defrizz, comforting, whatever, conditioning leave-in mist, but it also is heat protectant. It does quite a lot of different things. Just like another product I will talk about later, the Verb spray tops break down after a little while. It's very annoying, but they are very reasonably priced products, so whatever, I just deal with it. So I will just open up the bottle, take about that much product, so it's not a crazy amount, and I will rub that between my palms. Try not to make a giant mess on my floor, which I have failed, or I have succeeded at making the mess. And then I will rub it between my palms, work it all through my hair, and then I will brush my hair with a wet brush. I actually have two of these. They're both pretty disgusting at this point. But then I will also put in a oil. You can see I have a huge love for Verb products. This is the Ghost Oil. It doesn't really have much of a scent. It is with moringa oil, and it's like the Ghost name, it is very weightless. So it doesn't necessarily like drag down my style, which is really nice. But today I used the Moroccanoil. Moroccanoil actually sent me some products. I had just actually used up this little like Sephora points perk sample. Whenever this is like an option, I pick one of these up and milk them for as long as possible. I only need just like the tiniest bit, like maybe that much. Keeps my hair healthy and super duper shiny. If I accidentally put too much though, it can weigh down my hair. So I will then wrap my hair up in a towel and kind of let it dry for a little bit. Today I went and did my makeup. After I did my makeup, my hair will probably be towards the other clip now, and this will be a voiceover at this point, that I will take this guy, the Redken Pillow Proof. This stuff is absolutely amazing. It was recommended to me by a hairdresser friend. It has this nice little like dispenser pump, and I just take like a pump, sometimes like a pump and a half, work it between my hands and work that in to my hair. It is a blow dry treatment primer. It really helps speed up how long it takes to blow dry your hair. And if I want to do a more put together style, this is one of the things that is very necessary in achieving that. And then I will start blow drying. So I generally start at the roots, trying to get like the more intense moisture that is like towards the scalp and the back of my hair out of there as much as possible. When I have gotten to the point where it is kind of generally dry, and I will take my hair dryer. Oh, by the way, I just have this like super beat up Hot Tools hair dryer. I don't even know how long I've had it. And I position this guy between my feet to hold it. I hold it like this. I know I'm seeming like a big old weirdo. So it is like handle side away from me on the ground, and I will make sure that I am like holding it with my feet at this side so I don't get any of the heat that is coming through here on my feet. None of the heat on my feet. And I also make sure that there is some space between the floor and the suction thing so it keeps working. So it's kind of a balance that you have to figure out. It's definitely like a, you can see, a balancing act. So now that I have my hair dryer there, I can have my hands free, two hands, to then do my hair. And I use this, I think it's Ibiza hair. I think it's the C5 or the G5. I can't really read it, but this again, my hairdresser friend recommended this brush for blow drying your hair with. This size and I think this style is really like kind of geared towards doing like a blowout and having more of a straight style, which is what I like to have before I go in with my curls when I want to do it in this sort of style. Okay, so now that the blow drying portion is all done and it's all dry, I am gonna get to curling. So I've been using this Hot Tools wand for a couple years now. I think it's 1.5 inch barrel. I believe that's the size I use. And so now what I am gonna do is I'm gonna separate my hair. So just like split it kind of like right at the eyebrow area. I am going to clip that on the top. I start at the back and I'm gonna grab a section. This kind of looks like 1 inch, 1.5 inches from what I can tell, and brush it through. Bring the iron on, and then I don't go all the way down, usually 1 inch to 2 inches out of the barrel, and then I twist all the way up, and I'm twisting away from my face. I'm just gonna let it sit until it just gets to the point of being too hot for my fingers to rest on. And I will release. And then I'm gonna leave it in this ringlet form. So usually I could do about three sets on this side. And I really like to brush my hair a lot while curling it. If I go in to a section and curl without brushing, I find that it's easier for everything to get really tangled and not in like that nice tousled waves way, and more like the just straight up tangled way. Alrighty, so now I am going to take down the top section. Again, I go from the back to the front. So I'm not gonna curl this section. This could probably be 2 sections, but I like to do the front portion all together at the very end. So I'm gonna move on to this section. Okay, so let's see. I could do these as 1 or as 2. I think I'll do them as 2, but I will actually kind of make the front one a little bit thicker, so then it's not like super like extra curly in the front. That can always look a little like off balanced. Alrighty. So now I have a whole bunch of ringlets. This is a hairspray I've been using for years. It's the Bumble spray. I've gone through several of these big guys. This guy, I don't even know if I have any left in this one, so I have this like a little mini guy, but I've been using this for like 8 years. I haven't switched hairsprays because I find most hairsprays to be like crunchy feeling and to stink. So this is the one that I have stuck with. So I'm just gonna do a little spritz and then crunch up. Actually, no, this does totally stink. But it's not like perfumed, and that's what I hate about most hairsprays, is they're just like overly sweet fragranced, and that's disgusting. This smells like a big bag of chemicals, but somehow I prefer that over the terribly overly scented stuff. So the next products that I put in really sort of, again, are what sort of finish I want to go for with the look. I have 2 different sea salt like wave sprays that I kind of oscillate between. I have the Verb Sea Spray and the Ouai wave spray. I like both of these. The Verb one is very lightweight and I don't really feel any like grit or anything, but it does add like a nice bit of volume. And then the Ouai wave spray, it smells really nice and it adds, like it does add some volume, but it's a little bit more gritty feeling and gives a bit of texture. So if that's something that I want, kind of a little bit more beachy looking, this will accomplish that. So I'm gonna take the Verb for now. I'm just gonna take off the cap and get a little puddle in the palm of my hand. Nice little dollop. So now both hands are moistened, and I am going to again scrunch up with the product and start using my hands, my fingers, nails, etc. to separate the curls while also kind of pressing in the spray. And I just continually, I am just gonna continuously, very lightly pull the ringlets apart. And now I'm just gonna tame it. I generally do brush the ends, kind of make them look a little bit smoother. But if like the curls were thicker, then I was in the mood for maybe just tighter. A good brush through will help. And then just to keep things very shiny and nice, I generally end with a bit of oil and or like a finishing cream. So I like the Ouai finishing cream. It does also add a bit of texture, a little bit of shine, very perfumed. So if I'm like not in the mood for a lot of scent, I will definitely steer clear of this. And again, it adds a lot of pieciness to the look. Or I will use an oil I've been using, as I used in my hair earlier in the video, the Moroccanoil Treatment. Just taking a little stamp of it, about that much. Gonna rub it between my palms and again run my hands through my hair very lightly and really get the ends. So there, and I just kind of like pull it in different directions to kind of like create a different like amount of pieciness depending on what I want. And that is the full banana, the whole shebang, the complete hair, whatever I'm trying to say. So that's it. This is how I do my hair. like this. I hope this was helpful and kind of gave you some insight. Maybe it was nothing new, but hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please throw it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. And that's the thing. Alrighty, thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.